when my family and I first moved to England, um, the first year, well, the good thing is, as an American, you can pretty much go anywhere in the world, right? And so then when I first, got to England, and then we filed up the paperwork and all that stuff. So I had to wait about like a good year and a half to have all these paperwork processed and all this shit. So then I couldn't work, you know, in England. So I was a stay-at-home dad. The thing about staying at home, man, the workload that's in the house, it is not as easy as a lot of guys think it is, you know? And it's like part of it, I had fun, right? Like I'll tell you exactly the type of thing that I've actually enjoyed being a stay-at-home dad. But before we go any further, share, like this video, and then I need your guys' help because yes, it's a new year, and as I stated before, I'm trying to reach 5,000 subscribers. So if you are new to the channel, I suggest I can tell you to subscribe right away. I want you to check out my catalog, and then if you like what you hear, subscribe. And hit the bell. But anyway, so then some of the things that I enjoy as a stay-at-home dad was I always enjoy cooking, right? So I had the chance to experiment in certain food, um, trying it out. So yeah, cooking was fun. Doing the dishes, I had no problem with that. The best part about my day was going to pick up my daughter from school, and then after that, like have some time, play with her, um, do the homework. Nighttime, I would read for her, things like that. These were freaking enjoyable. And then also, at some point when I had to homeschool her, that was freaking awesome. That part was fun as hell. And but the thing that hated, I hated about house chores was doing the laundry. I hated that shit because as a man, right, doing the laundry, you just grab all clothes, you just throw it together and all this shit, and then once you're done, you you somewhat fold it, not neatly, but folded enough. Basically, it was practical, but it wasn't neat, right? So I hated doing the laundry. Vacuuming, it was all right. I did it sometimes, but technically, it's like I wasn't as efficient as, say, my girl would be when it comes to house chores, right? Dishes, I can do that all day. I had no problem doing the dishes. As a matter of fact, for some odd reason, I enjoyed it, right? And then, so being a stay-at-home dad, so then my girl, she worked at the airport, and then when I was finally able to get my paperwork and stuff like that, right? But now the dilemma would be um getting a job right away means that the any benefits that we would have, we would lose it. Yet there wasn't any certainty that because at the time England was going through this recession. So traveling, to go to let's say to a big city and stuff like that, right? Because most likely I would have to go to a bigger city in London. London's very expensive. So the money that I would be making, yes, it would replace the benefit that we would be getting. Yet at the same time, um, if there's an emergency, as far as let's say my daughter, right? She has, somebody needs to be there to pick her up from school or whatever the case may be. If we're both working, then that's impossible. That would be a big problem there. So then, therefore, like we would sacrifice anything, but our child, that is never up for debate. So I guess we somewhat kind of mold into this. There's always a parent available or nearby, so in case there's like an emergency, so there's always gonna be one of us there. So with that, and then so then what I used to do then is just pretty much work with some people, doing some temporary jobs here and there, and then it will bring in certain income, supplement certain stuff. But as far as actually working, we weren't able to make that transition. So my experience as a stay-at-home dad, man, is like after that, I have gotten a lot more respect for this shit. Because I'll tell you this right now, right? So, all right, but anyway, so my girl hated her job. She hated her fucking job. And I don't blame her. It's like stressful, all that bullshit. I hated doing housework. So we were both in a stressful situation to which the some of the best part of our day was like, let's say she would get home, we would just like relax, having a fight here and there a couple of times. And then after that, we would just lose ourselves in like doing research, like random shit. It was it was like an escapism for us. And that's when we would like try to you just name any sort of conspiracy theory under the sun. We would like research this shit. Right. And it was like trying to understand the reality that we live in. Okay, there's a recession. Why was there a recession? Why, like, how does the economy work? And trading and fiat currency and all this shit. We were trying to understand this whole shit, right? Or whether it's researching business, I would get some clients here and there. Some of the clients that I have is like a lot of them, especially when it comes to commission work. I would get some of them from the States. So let's say that I do a commission art for, I don't know, let's say $500, right? But when you convert it to pound, then it's a lot less. So that used to be annoying. And then I would sometimes work with one of my boys. We would go to London, like let's say on the weekend, to do some carpentry work and stuff like that. But once we're done working, this motherfucker he wanted to take me to the bar because he didn't want to get his ass home. He hated going home. So now I'm stuck with this dude at the bar, try to fucking pick up chicks. I'm like, hey, you all right, ladies? You see my mate? He's from America. Like, dude, try to get home, man. What the fuck? Oh, relax, bruv. We'll get you a couple pint. It'll be all right. And so it's like over time, like we would go to London, we would work, let's say for like let's say 8 hours, right? Put some carpets on and all this shit. After that, we'll grab something to eat. And then this motherfucker will want to stay at the bar. So by the time I get home, like my whole Saturday is just gone. I'm like, so what the fuck? You know? So that part was fucking annoying. So I stopped working with him and shit. And but overall, like my experience being a stay-at-home dad, like it opened my eyes to see the level of shit that goes in with running a household, you know? And so when my girl's parents, right, they had some tenants in their apartment in London, in England. I'm not England, in Poland. And then that apartment became available, right? At the same time when our landlord was actually, you know, he was selling the house that we rented from. So we were like, oh, do we really want to go through the hustle of finding another place, another house in England and all this shit, and then having to go through? And I'm like, look, my clientele are from England and the States. The money conversion into zloty, the money will go a lot further. So me and my girl's like, when I move to Poland, I'm like, fuck yeah. I didn't speak the language. I didn't know nothing much about Poland. It's like beside the remaining month, my girl, spent teaching me Polish and shit. Me and my daughter, some Polish phrases, how to pronunciation and all that stuff. And then we moved to Poland. So with there, things got a little bit better, but we were still going. It was still the equivalent of living from paycheck to paycheck. But the thing is, um, the amount of stress got alleviated because the pound and the dollar went a lot further. And then also, um, so we were working, pretty much working online. My girl would be the one finding the clients for me and all this shit, or I would sometimes find them. And then from there, we would just like, work out commission work. It was freaking awesome. You know? But it amazes me when I come across these guys that have these crazy ass expectations. It's like, all right, first, you want your wife to be doing all the cooking and cleaning, right? And then you want her to also bring in income. And then you also want her to look like a fucking IG model. And you also want her to have time to suck you off and fuck you and do all that crazy shit that you want to do. And then you also want her to have some time to have some fun with you to continue living that crazy lifestyle that you guys had when y'all first met. Dude, how the fuck that's gonna happen? Like, I'm looking at my life right now, right? And it is so much easier. Like, I wake up as a trucker, right? OTR, over the road. I wake up, brush my teeth. I'm already at work. Do my pre-trip and all that stuff. Pick up my assignment. I'm driving. The whole time I'm just listening to podcasts. I'm just learning new stuff. Whether it's about business or whatever the case may be, talk to my girl. Dude, my life is easy as hell. Dude, like let's like, I'm just stashing the money and just drive. Stashing the money and just drive. You know, my household's taken care of. And my girl, when she gotta do, she wakes up, she does the housework, the chores, laundries and all that stuff, taking care of our daughter, making sure that, she does the homework with her and all that stuff, make sure her grades on top, and go to ETA meeting, and then she would just let me know how it went. Dude, it's fucking simple. And it's like, I'm looking at it, I'm like, yo, your work is like, I'm happy that you're the one staying at home, man. Fuck that. Yes, you could do that little temporary work, like you do your tutoring and all that stuff. You bring in, I don't care if you bring in money or not, right? Bring in whatever money you bring in and stuff like that. You get to do a little splurging on yourself, but you're the one responsible for the housework, the house chores, and all that. Me, I'm over the road, and it works because she's not stuck somewhere at a fucking job. Or you know how women get all gossipy and shit like that. It's like, oh, it's fucking annoying, right? So she get to be the queen of her fucking domain, while I, on the other hand, I own the fucking road. I said hello, fucking, and then my daughter. There's always one of us available. So there's a problem at school, somebody's there to solve it. There's she needs help with her homework, making sure that she's not into no mischief. But when you have both parents working, you know, and when you constantly have to make ends meet, sometimes it's like the level of stress takes a toll on the relationship. So I am I am happy that we have the arrangement that we have right now, you know, and money's great, so I get to focus on actually like stashing up soon, get my first house, and then just gonna do it from there. Just keep building the asset, man. So let me guys know what you think in the comment section. If I don't know whether if you're a family member, or I mean, if you're a family man or not, did you get the chance to experience what it feels like to be a stay-at-home dad, or what is your relationship dynamic with your girl when it comes to doing the housework, the chores, and all that stuff? How do you guys handle some of these things that actually comes into maintaining in a household? So yeah, and also, like I said, I need your help this year. My aim is to reach 5,000 subscribers. The more, the better. So share this video, click the like button so it gets the trend, and yeah, let me know what's going on in the comment section. Share, like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Peace.